Huh? They can't just kill the symbol of your tribe now. Oh, now they're bonded. Hey, this reaction is directly from Twitch, so follow me there if you want to join the fun. You may also know me from my previous channel, GoDog Chainsaw. You can also donate to me on Ko-Fi if you like my funny edits and reactions. Thank you, enjoy the video. And what's up, dogs? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction video. This one being the Kinich Tribal Chronicles / story quest about our good old Spider-Man Ben 10 mashup combo.
Spider Menace! A psychopath wielding powers he has no right to possess.
With the 8-bit video game theme that doesn't make sense because it has nothing to do with Natlan's aesthetic. His aesthetic has got to be one of the most unique ones from Genshin to date. He looks more like a character that would fit in Punk Lord from Star Rail. That's what I think. Sure, it's interesting, but I'm just wondering how it connects to the culture of Natlan in any way. And Ajaw, the great dragon, who is constantly an asshole. With that in mind, and hopefully Ajaw doesn't tell us to kill ourselves today, we are going to do his Tribal Chronicles. Go beneath the cliffs outside the signs of the Canopy's dwellings. Is this the same thing? Is he only going to show up in the last act? Kids?
Are you here to help find the baby Saurians?
Yes, actually. It's exactly what I came here for. If it's the baby Pokemons in need, it's the baby Pokemons we'll save. Unless it's a Pyro Abyss. In which case, I'm sorry, little one.
But Uncle Sanka said he was gonna send some of his friends over to help us. You sure he didn't mean you?
I'm afraid we don't know anyone called Sanka.
Should have known that Glasses Guy was a con artist.
Glasses Guy?
Don't worry. Why don't you tell us what happened with this baby Saurian?
We can still help. We're the next best thing on your services of anything and take that.
And my dad's Saurian got injured. Her name's Nana, and she has 3 little babies.
Oh, it's a mom.
I didn't think it would take very long, but then that guy we ran into made us tell him loads of stories, and it wasted so much time.
So, are the baby Saurians nearby?
They should be. I already managed to find their tracks, and it seems like they're hiding on the cliff.
Leave it to Paimon and me, it shouldn't take long.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much, Miss Traveler and Miss Paimon.
Oh, hey, baby. You got a little custom hat on. Poggy. It's called Poggy. Are you Poggy?
My little PogChamp.
Very Poggy. Panini. Panini. These names are so adorable. I still can't believe they put them in the Pyro Abyss. That's fucking cruel.
Too slow.
Oh, how?
We found them! What's that other... Well, if it isn't the gruesome twosome who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends.
Gruesome?
Still awestruck from the last time we met?
You can insult us all you like, but gruesome twosome just sounds
Fucking disgusting.
You heathens leave us no choice. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall
Stop showing me your buffalo.
Seek. Come, pucker up. You may now kiss our feet.
I'm not gonna kiss pixels. So, little munchkin, what you doing up here?
That's great sovereign to you. You dare invite the wrath of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How. If you must know,
He just snaps
our humble
back.
servant begged us to investigate an abyss incident near Hoytsidlan,
Yeah.
and we chose to grant his request.
Oh, okay. One of the pylons again?
Its mother, a medium-sized lizard, came under the influence of abyssal power. In her confusion, she attacked my servant's tribe, then assailed her own offspring.
The poor baby. Also, I just recognized the hat. This is like the same one from that one combat event.
So how is she doing now? She was but a lowly bug fighting against the power of the abyss. Naturally, she has departed for the Night Kingdom.
Fucking this guy has no... It's the same, although I think back then they didn't decide on the color palette for the signs of the canopy yet.
Apparently, she ended her struggle by leaping from a cliff.
He's actually making a joke out of their mother's
My
death.
dear anemic flying ant, as addled with questions as your head may be, please keep them to yourself and wipe that absurd expression off your face. Anemic flying ant!
He is kind of pissing me off.
If you're not here to kiss my feet, then get out of my sight. Do not impede the work of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula.
Wow, you're back already? That was so fast.
You're not from Natlan, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing. You should come take a rest at my house.
We love having guests, and you're really nice people. Not like Glasses Guy.
I mean, not all glasses guys are bad. My goddamn Felix guy with glasses that look suspicious. It's not from that one.
Let me think. How did the conversation go again? Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already.
Wait, actually.
Just one more story. One more, I swear.
Huh? What the
Long, long ago.
I believe that you refer to our... I believe that you refer to our exegetes as lectors, yes? Enjou's a fucking Pyro Lector. That's Enjou. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
Let's burn off that excess energy with a little exercise, huh?
Fuck, are you out of your damn mind?
Enjou? From Enkanomiya. His name popped into my head when I was thinking, but I'm like, bro, no way.
I heard that there was a huge transparent ball of fire that used to burn 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, maybe even further back than that.
What is he doing now?
Turnfire. That's where the ancient name Malipo comes from.
The legend goes that the Turnfire first appeared in the era of the Grand Alliance. It was used by the tyrant Ojkan to rule over Natlan and oppress anyone who opposed him. Turnfire is different from normal fire. If you get set on fire with it, you'll feel horrible burning pain from behind you, but you won't die from it right away. And whatever you do, you mustn't turn back to look at it.
The fuck? That's why it's called Turnfire?
Get burned to a crisp.
Well, good golly gee. I mean, it's one thing to sin. Let me guess. Eventually, a valiant hero came to save the day?
Good guess, Uncle Glasses. The hero was called Yupanqui. He's the ancestor of our tribe.
Yupanqui was friends with Ojkan the Tyrant, and also Shibalanke, the first Pyro Archon. He was working as an ordnance officer for the Grand Alliance at the time. He didn't like how Ojkan was such a cruel tyrant, so he stole the Turnfire and threw it at the Ojkan's army. They all got turned to ash. Just as he was about to leave the city, he thought he heard Ojkan calling out to him from behind.
No.
It caught him off guard, and he turned around to look.
He got burned to ashes too.
A split second later, the flames he saw burst out from inside his eyes and swallowed him up.
What a weird fire.
The fire that consumed Yupanqui burned more fiercely than any other. It burned for 100 days until it burned a hole right through the ley lines. And then the flame dropped into the deathly dark Night Kingdom, where it still burns to
It's
this
still
day.
there?
Is it really possible to find this fire in the Night Kingdom?
Please don't tell him.
Either way, I assume this name has been passed down in your tribe ever since?
It went to Burkina, the hero that we celebrate on Turnfire Night. But that was 500 years ago.
Yeah, and now belongs to Kinich. So we often call him Malipo Kinich.
Kinich, huh?
Oh boy.
Wait, is that?
Oh, he saw us.
Those two of my friends are on their way here, and they'll help you out on my behalf. Work them like dogs, okay? That's what they're here for. Don't
Wow.
go easy on them just for my sake.
Wow, okay.
In Enjou's defense, that is part of your name after all.
First, can you tell us your name?
We met at the foot of this cliff, so let's go with Sanka.
Get the hell out of here. And that's how it came to be.
Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds like he was digging for info about the ancient names.
Uh-oh! Pony, look how late it is. We've been out way too long. We better get home now or we'll get yelled at.
Oh, yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If you decide to visit,
remember to come to my house. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
And this is the end of Act 1. Oh, that's her dad. Hi? Your dad's called Trinidad? I'm sorry. I know it's the language. Kinda funny that her dad has dad in the name.
What were you thinking, going out by yourself? Don't you know how dangerous it is?
It's okay. Toba helped me, and we met some kind strangers who helped us, and...
Kind strangers? I suppose they had kind stranger written on their foreheads?
Hello again, Huni. It's Miss Paimon and Miss Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the ones who helped me. And I promised we'd take care of them if they came to visit.
The renowned nation-saving traveler, you know that traveler? Yes, we do have kind strangers on our forehead.
I'm Trinidad. Apparently, you helped my daughter today, so if there's anything you need, just ask. As an elder of the Scions of the Canopy, I've got some influence around here.
All we ask is 1 million more. Lumine, you really need to stop learning brain rot from Stell. I'm not saying that.
I heard that 2 mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Are they you?
Yes, I am one of them, and Paimon is the 0.5 of them.
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately,
Sorry,
and I suppose
get that
the
a
pressure
lot.
must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed.
I'd be cautious if it was my kid too. Not that I know how it feels like to have a kid.
This is a matter of utmost importance. Please, allow me to explain. For many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night. It is a traditional ceremony among the Scions of the Canopy in which we remember our ancestor, Burkina, and his companion, Kangamato, the Mountain King. Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasaurus warrior. Together, they fought against
that's
the
the
Abyss.
boss.
They were
that's
victorious,
stuck in the hole.
but it came at a great cost. Burkina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was contaminated by the Abyss, and he remains in hibernation to this day. Normally, Yumkasaurus never live longer than a century. It is possible that the abyssal power is responsible for his unnaturally long lifespan. Another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the abyssal power inside the Mountain King so that he will remain sound asleep.
That's why he's stuck down there as a boss. That's a sad
Abyss-related
thing,
incidents have been on the rise in Natlan lately, as I'm sure you're both aware. As a result, it has become increasingly difficult to keep the Mountain King in hibernation. Right now, we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, I believe you would be perfect for the role.
Don't you already have a flame bearer in the tribe?
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire Night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional price.
At least he's predictable. Fork over the more in his own words.
I'm convinced the Wyab got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?"
That is a bad look, huh?
I much prefer if you would consider taking his place.
Alright, I guess there's no other choice.
Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Huni was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts. Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
Part 2. A hero's right.
Meanwhile,
Achoo! Versus... Who dares insult the great Kahula behind his back?
Me.
Great Kahul Ahaw, bless you.
Shut your mouth, worm of the abyss!
Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for.
They're aware.
But on a personal level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
Shut your Never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death. Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Mr. Kinich, I admit it. You, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away.
Caught you.
You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Okay.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss?
No, doesn't look like it.
I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope!
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
The Abyss contamination is back. No surprises there. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
For ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. The Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony. The flame bearer must collect a kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame pillars. Then they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers and the final altar.
It really is parkour.
As much as I hate to admit it, Kinich is capable of this. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
Fair, let's begin.
I'll repeat all the key points again. Gather the kindling, cleanse the filth, and light all the braziers.
Without looking back.
At the end.
Alright, let's use this kindling to complete our mission. There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame.
Oh, not looking back, not looking back, not looking back. We're doing great.
That should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad.
I knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of the other previous candidates.
I do wonder, how does that look like in canon? Because surely we're not actually assimilating.
If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wyab would consider you for the honor.
Sorry, Malvika's already making me one.
Now there's still a few days left until the ceremony, and I should probably get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
Are you sure it's not going to be a problem having Outlanders take on such an important role in your ceremony?
Already involved in Natlan.
See that place over there? There was a time, long before the age of Kachina and the Mountain King, when we, Scions of the Canopy, called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now, it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad's place.
Bruh, I see you asked. Spying on me. Why? 2. Hey, you can see the pyramid from here.
The next day.
Is Kinich gonna actually talk to us now?
Hello there.
Yes, he is.
Traveler. Paimon.
You again with those mesmerizing eyes. God, I could get lost just staring at them. Hey there, nice to see you again.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Oh, the Turnfire Night. You were still his first choice. It's just, oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because
Chill,
there's
it's
something you should know. I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Night ever?
He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
Kill him.
Too blunt, I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially A possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
Okay. Is he just finding it too much of a hassle to keep him around then? How does he plan to kill him?
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you.
Alright, we'll be there.
Good. See you soon.
Kinich's deal.
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you.
That's nice. It was very awkward now we know your true intentions.
The next part is the purification of the Mountain King.
How does that work? It doesn't involve killing him, does it? Oops. Actually, I wouldn't know.
One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. It's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis.
Or just rather, it was just the stable and required amounts. Now this time you're making us go overboard, so we'll actually kill him.
If that's all you really need to know, the ceremony's in 3 days. I'll come and fetch you when we're ready.
A few moments later.
Huh, you're here.
God, I like his design so much. All of the Chief's trip games are crazy. And we still haven't met the other half of them. Imagine the Flower Feather Clan, or the Masters of the Nightwind.
Hello, Chief Waina.
I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes.
Meanwhile, Trinidad wants us to destroy that symbol.
To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King.
People do silly things when they're grief-stricken.
My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration.
Is there no solution that would satisfy both sides?
Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter.
I'm inclined to honor your request. I'm inclined to honor my agreement with Trinidad. I need some time to mull this over. Paimon, let's sneak off to another tribe tonight.
Pussy.
Mull it over.
I understand.
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
The tour we never got.
Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid.
Are you saying you have a plan?
I'm working on it.
With Enjou?
Oh, right. We need to talk about how. He's completely unhinged.
That's a point. Where is he today?
He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the Abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from. If we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living.
How is that safe? Wouldn't he suffer more? He's even closer to the source of the Abyss now. Is that really an appropriate storage space? It's like a traversal space tunnel for rift hounds. Those portals will not be able to fit the Yumkasaurus through.
For all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage. How do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts?
We have no control over them, too.
Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way.
Enjou.
All I need you to do is keep people away from me.
Okay.
If you help me out, there will be a gift for you in return. Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
We can give it a try.
For sure. And who knows? knows? Maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new flame bearer.
Cool, cool.
Good luck to us both.
Hey.
Rooney, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people. And look what happened to Nana.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick? If you don't take back what you just said, I don't know if we can carry on being friends.
Fellas.
Less than 3 minutes later.
I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King.
I shouldn't have
Alright,
spoken to
now.
you the way I did either. It wasn't very
Just
nice
make up
of me.
and we can get over
The
this.
traveler and
Now you're best friends again. Hey there, what's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Oh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too.
Paimon standing and dancing? Yeah, that's two cursed things. I don't think I can take that.
Did you know that the flame bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Most notably, me.
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person.
I have.
What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age.
The dragons, the sovereigns.
Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A house a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
A relic.
It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Was it a whole life and death situation? Because why? Oh.
I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use that as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
I still remember the time when this goddamn enemy crippled everyone's bennets. Love the days of Surumi Island, huh? Feels like so long ago.
That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like?
Here's a picture.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and now I've got nothing to show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole it from me.
Well, we can help take it back.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
Yes, it is so nice that we're frequently being recognized as the traveler we are now.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire Night.
Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book
Yumkasaurus
Turnfire.
Turnfire.
Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
Ugh.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
Sounds like it.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you. Hey!
Oh.
You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh?
8 hands. You only have 2.
Eat dirt, suckers!
Ah. Ew, what the f-
Hey, he's trying to get away! Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down.
Useless.
I don't have your stuff anymore. I threw it away.
What? Meanwhile, in a hidden cave, back to Enjou's POV.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy.
Oh, that's so weird. He's practically babysitting him.
This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history.
What the hell?
Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire was always lurking in the background. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer.
This feels so
examining
weird
their
just looking and
actions,
reading
and eventually demanding payment.
bedtime
in return.
stories to
None can
Oh.
escape this payment, unless,
God.
perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life. Yupanki's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology.
Actually,
I can't believe it was just lying there for me to take.
he has the book.
Let me see. The author is Ponche. Nice. A gentleman and
Shit.
a scholar.
Silence, book muncher.
And the thing
The great
is,
Kahula will suffer your
Anjo's not
droning
keen on
voice
reuniting
no
with
longer.
us.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
Kinich will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahula How demands to know!
Why did he sign a contract with you again?
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know, based on countless historical texts. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time, from ancient kingdoms to heavenly thrones to worlds beyond.
Because we live in a cycle.
There are no exceptions.
And we're on the last one.
But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit. And you, great Kahula How, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact. Surely you remember the main points at least?
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire Night, because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times.
You mean you solved the Mountain King problem?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo. Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power. The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
I told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. Trying to remove it by force will achieve nothing but to inflict further suffering. So make sure you are clear in your mind. You have to tell yourself, they are no longer human.
I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Speak of the devil.
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go.
Oh. Just like, have you found a way to summon a BC Rift?
Yeah, I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
Sounds like you're not considering Ponche's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet? Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago. Burkina didn't fall to the Abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness.
Oh.
In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering, and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery. Let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow.
Okay, wait another day.
The next... You're here. Very punctual.
So, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now, pucker up and kiss our feet.
Sometimes he can be so insufferable, though.
Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body. I will commit heinous atrocities, tear down your legacy, destroy your reputation, wreak havoc on your...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
Oh, yes.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy.
Trade with Enjou, then. I can't imagine some regular merchant folk having some...
The rift towns will tear through space to get to this.
Okay.
Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves.
Right, another combat. How do you get your hands on this?
You'll find out soon enough.
Is it a... big portal? Lock on, yeah. But it's always like single target though, no?
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
Like AoE, I guess?
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
Back in your outfit. See, I always wondered, how do they wear these things?
Huh? Enjou?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you.
Well, we've already been well acquainted with this guy. I've beaten him up before.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friends."
No. Where's my brother? The thing that calls itself Sanka. I remember this title.
Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What's your real name?
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest part.
You mean the masochistic parts?
You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity! Let Paimon guess, you've been provoking the Mountain King too!
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our highnesses' bidding. My interests are far more low stakes.
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events, just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire. What did I do wrong?
You tricked Huni and Toba.
Wait, does that count?
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjou.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
Traveler?
Let him go. You'll never amount to much in the Abyss Order anyway.
You see, this is why I like you. Still, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm a lowly clerk. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight.
Well, I'm glad you know
When it
that.
comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. You'll you'll show me a little respect next time.
No, that just makes you a pussy.
You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire Night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Then I guess no domain for Kinich's story quest then.
Good luck to us both.
It's
See
a
you
boss
tomorrow.
fight instead.
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon. Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous flame bearer. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet.
Jesus, Kinich.
I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Got it. We go in an upside down G. Okay. You know what? Let me test that. Let me be the incompetent traveler and fuck up.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about.
Yes, sir.
Past fuel.
Stop and turn
flame.
back.
Life marches ever on.
Although it feels disrespectful. Again, y'all said it's for experimentation.
My brothers and sisters,
Experimentation.
the time has come to
Just
light
curious
the fire once
what
again.
they say.
And let the Turnfire Night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
I'm about to disappoint all these people, bro. Lumin, I'm so sorry of what I'm about to make you do. The Traveler, she'll never fail, yeah! Woo! And then watch me fuck on the first fire. Just imagine the look they gave us. Okay, so I'm not supposed to
Nicely
check.
done. Off to a good start.
I want to apologize.
I'll be taking detailed notes.
You got this!
This makes me feel even worse. Okay, so I think if we want to fail it, I'll skip over one. Right? Let's do that, huh?
That's not gonna work. You have to do them in order, and there's no going back.
That was much more. Damn. Okay. Wow. People are so forgiving.
Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great step.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey!
You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go.
Wait, did I actually already go in a G shape? Whee! Dude, I'm liking this theme. Ooh.
Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. We should deal with the contamination first.
They call me a Yumkasaurus main. Easy.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar!
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurus from 500 years ago.
Look at his big belly.
He's very powerful.
Now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
No, just
Foolish locust!
putting him in
Can't
pocket
you see?
dimension.
We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
I'm sorry, Chief Wyna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination.
I've changed my mind. I don't want the king to die. I can't just shove the blame onto Kinich either.
Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time!
They can't just kill the symbol of your tribe, man. Hey! Hey! Dude! Are you serious?
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
No, the Mountain King is waking up. He will cause even more casualties.
He looks so peacefully sleeping, though.
Out! Now!
What is he doing? Why is he walking away? Oh, well.
Well, it seems there's only one way to awaken you all.
Get away! You have a daughter!
Blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
Are you mad? Bro. He's gonna
Take me, oh Mountain King. Take me as your next sacrifice.
You have a fucking... What about Huni? This guy's mad. Bro. Oh.
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand.
Dude, is he... I'm sorry, that was so stupid. Jesus, do you know how selfish that is?
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Witness my rise. Overrule.
Is he actually dead? Is he actually dead? Oh, buddy.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Oh, shh.
Kill me! Put an end to White's shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, his ancient name.
Burkina, I must atone.
It's the same thing that happened with...
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato.
Oh, now they're bonded.
Till the abyss is stamped out.
He cured him using the ancient name. That thing, Ponche said before. The connection that they have a power with Zibelunk. But yo, the elephant in the room. Is Guy actually dead?
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you.
Did he survive?
Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
Well, I'll be damned. What a goddamn miracle. Did you see what he took face on? That thing was a wrecking ball sized fireball. Did he drink some fire resistant potions? Cause that was... He must be bandaged like a mummy right now. Huni, please scold your dad on our behalf. Really? Huni could have lost her father.
Is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad?
No, that's not risk taking. That's just foolish.
After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power. It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire Night like none other in our history, because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire, and that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Hey, Kinich!
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry. I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahow die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to, do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
'Cause everyone's saying the Turnfire is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, Paimon thought you decided to pay for it with your life.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid. Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory.
To justify the boss fight.
But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with.
You said health-wise. Is something else bothering you?
Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss. But time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
At least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one. Your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free.
Ah, my God. Just take it, guys.
So, promise me. If you need anything in the future, you'll come to me.
Sure will. Such a chill guy.
For you, I'll do anything.
Shot straight through my heart with that one. Goodness me. Let's get...
In the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending.
Don't make fun of his...
Everyone's happy
her dad.
except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family have to suffer?
We don't really get after credit scenes for story quests. This is new.
It'll be okay. Your dad will get better soon.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh? Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me.
Bro.
I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the Turnfire after last time.
Not the bombastic ×2 side eyes.
To make it up to you. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
I think you made that clear enough. You want to go try the bungee jumping, huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping. It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. In the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away as a gift.
Oh.
So humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on.
Also, so that's what we kidnapped him from when we met with him.
Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through. And I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again.
Oh. Wait, it's... Oh, he nursed the Saurian back then? He is still Enjou, but I can't help but not hate him. And Enjou just has a sort of charm, doesn't he? That was another quite decent quest for Natlan, actually. Very interesting place for them to choose for him to appear, isn't it? It is on par with Molani's quest. I wouldn't rank any of them higher or lower than the other. I do also appreciate, to me, Genshin has had an issue with story quests since a long time ago, where the story quest of the character is actually mostly focused on them, us, dealing with an NPC who's actually the main focus of the story quest. They've had that issue for quite a while. I feel like the direction for these Natlan quests are really good because it's not that anymore. I mean, of course, it's because we're only just introduced to Natlan. They're using this as an opportunity for the Tribe Chronicles to get us familiarized with the inner goings of the tribes themselves in the form of a story quest. I'm sure Zilanen's story quest, when she comes along, will be great too. I feel like the power of the ancient names like Kinich will come back in the future. Definitely, definitely. And the ancient names is like the core parts of the Natlan arc. We learned a lot about Kinich. I hate the guts of Ajaw with every ounce of my being. Kinich is a very alright guy. For those of you on YouTube, hey, thanks for watching this story quest / tribal chronicle of Kinich called the Yumkasaurus Turnfire. All 3 acts. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. If you liked it or where you thought the story could improve, and your predictions as well, theories, leave in there. But see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.